Nobody just grows up, you know, when they're little and that's their dream. You don't dream of being a prostitute or a stripper.
I've dealt with 1,000 prostitutes at least in my time. I have never yet met one that said this is what her life's dream was.
My father started smoking crack with me at my grandpa's birthday party in Ohio. It was the first time I ever did it, and I want to say I was probably 13-ish.
At the age of 6, my mom is the one who started teaching me how to give oral sex.
As far as rape and molestation, I've had quite a few in my life. One by a family member for years.
Most enter the commercial sex industry between an average of 12 and 14 years old. And typically, even already by that point in their life, they've been sexually abused by someone close to them.
We were shocked that sex trafficking was reported in 85% of Tennessee's counties.
One constant remains is that we see these cases across a large spectrum, across socioeconomic lines, racial lines, geographic lines, and for those that would say these types of cases, this didn't happen in my backyard, in my community, it only happens in the inner cities or maybe in rural areas, I would say it's probably a community that you don't know as well as you think you do.
This person in this ad is not going to be who's opening that door.
Traffickers use the internet because it's anonymous, it's reliable, and victims don't have to stand outside in view of law enforcement. They can drive to a hotel room, put up a photo, and wait for phone calls.
I don't know, I was just scared all the time. He kept me scared, and if he wasn't hitting me, he was threatening to.
And all of a sudden the guy pulls a knife out.
And he was holding a gun up to my head.
Rips my clothes off.
And after that, he made me lay on the bed, and he tied my arms and my legs up together and asked me where was the money.
A knife to my neck the whole time, saying that he's gonna kill me.
And I was like, please don't shoot me, please don't shoot me. I was like, I have a son.
When I was born, a man hung the moon, and then a string of 100 men took it down, you know?
I would look in the mirror and I wouldn't know who I was looking at. I didn't even know who I was. I just knew what I had done.
There's the lure and then there's the hold. And the hold can be drug addiction, the withholding of drugs. The hold can be malnourishment, I'm feeding you. The hold can be shame and humiliation. You're a whore now, you're not worth anything else.
I don't see them as criminals. I see the women that we serve as women who really hadn't had a life, who really hadn't had an opportunity, who have done whatever they had to do to survive based on their set of skills.
Any minor who's used for a commercial sex act in exchange for anything of value is legally a human trafficking victim.
There's going to be a market for people because men are willing to purchase sex, and that has to be challenged.
They are women who have not yet learned of another alternative based on their history. And what we want to do is let them know there's another path.
I think one of the largest hurdles we have seen is the substance abuse issues. That it's sort of this vicious cycle of trying to get clean so that they can then move forward in life, but then getting clean means that they don't have the coping mechanism that they're used to deal with all of the trauma they've experienced.
No amount of legislation will serve us if we don't, at the community level, have the will to take this on, to admit the presence of this problem in our communities and take it on through every channel and network that is available to us.
I would feel like I would be losing a part of who I am if I choose to know that there's girls right now in our city that are being exploited, that their value is being shredded, and I know and I'm not fighting.